Hello and welcome to your practice. My name is Lexis and I'm with FlowFit Yoga, here to provide you a simple and accessible 15-minute full body mobility flow. It's meant to be able to be accessed at any point of the day, so just bring some intention as to how you wish to approach this class. If it is the evening time, you may want to lighten up on the stretches a little, and if it's the morning time, you may want to increase the intensity, but that's up to you. You won't really need any props for class. However, it is recommended that you do have 1 or 2 blocks or a water bottle, something to help lift the floor up. Just for the reason being is that we're going to be coming into a low lunge series to warm up, and rather than struggling and straining with our back like so, you would either be putting your hands on your blocks like so, just to keep your chest nice and lifted, and if you don't have them, you can always bring your hands to your thighs or to your hips. Just the idea with this class is to bring some length and some opening to our chest as well. That's why the blocks are ideal. However, if you don't have them, that's totally cool. So let's make our way to a comfortable seat, whether that's on your shins or cross-legged, and let's take a moment to transition into the space, the setting, and start to cultivate an even and a quality breath. Soften your gaze or close your eyes down altogether. Make any little micro adjustments to your spine to feel a little more aligned and at ease in your back. And start to breathe naturally. Bring your awareness to the rise and fall of your belly. The next breath you take in, breathe in through your nose and push the air down to the bottom of your stomach. Feel your low belly expand. And as you exhale, feel your belly deflate and your body get heavier on the mat or the floor underneath you. Inhale through your nose. Breathe deep into your low belly. Feel your low back expand behind you and the sides of your ribs expand wide. Exhale. Relax your body. Release whatever is still holding tension. Give yourself a few more deep breaths like that, pushing your breath down deep and deflating fully. One more breath. And slowly open your eyes, give yourself a little smile, and let's get started. Go ahead and fold over your legs, bring yourself to a tabletop position, stacking your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees. We're just going to take some gentle movements in our spine. Don't worry about how it looks, just worry about how it feels. Just arch your back, let your belly drop to the floor and look up to the sky. Feel the stretch in the front of your chest and belly. And then exhale, round your spine, push your middle back to the ceiling and pull your chin into your chest. On your inhale, lower your belly to the floor, arch your back and look up to the sky. Push your hands down to create more lift. And then exhale, round your spine, pull your chin into your chest. Do that one more time with your breath. Inhale as you arch your back and look up. And exhale as you round your spine and look down. And then come to a neutral tabletop. Walk your hands forward about a palm print. Tuck your toes and lift your knees off the floor. Feel this whole abdominal barrel right here start to engage and light up. With this engagement, press your hands forward to shift your hips back over your heels. Your knees are still lifted. And now feel some length from your tailbone to the tip of your fingertips and let your head gently rest in between your arms. Straighten your legs one at a time. Push your heels down into imaginary fruits. Imagine you're squishing them underneath your heels. Take a big breath. And then on your exhale, just lower your knees down back to tabletop. Go ahead and lower your belly all the way down to the floor. Untuck your toes underneath you and keep your hands underneath your shoulders. Feel some engagement in your thighs, so engage your quads a little so you feel some strength down there. And depress your shoulders away from your ears. Press into your palms to lift your chin and chest and maybe your belly off the floor. Take an inhale with this back bend. And then exhale, lower your belly and chin back down. Let's do that 2 more times. Strong legs, shoulders away from the ears, press into your palms, lift up. Inhale. Exhale, lower. One last time like that. Inhale, lift your chin, chest, maybe belly. And exhale, lower. Press into your hands to lift yourself up through all 4s. And go ahead and walk your hands back. Come onto your shins. Come off your wrists for a second, roll them out. And then rise up onto your shins, bring your hands to your hips, step your right foot forward. This is where you're gonna use the blocks if you have them, or water bottles to set your hands on. Take a moment to lunge into your right knee so you feel a deeper stretch in the front of your left hip. Keep your shoulders wide, your chest and throat lifted. Maybe look up to the sky if you want to challenge your balance, or look forward or down if you want some more grounding. Take a big breath. And then as you exhale, press into your right foot to straighten your leg. Shift your hips back as you fold your torso over your front thigh. Now let's flow with that a little. Lunge into your right knee as you inhale, lift your chin and chest. And then exhale, straighten your front leg and fold over. Inhale, lunge and lift. Exhale, straighten and fold. One more time. Inhale, lunge, your right knee, lift your chest. Exhale, straighten your right leg, fold over it. Lunge into your right knee again. Walk both of your hands now to the inside of your right foot and heel toe your right foot out wide to its wide edge of the mat. Maybe you can sink down a little bit deeper here. If not, just stay lifted and feel a deeper stretch in the front of your hips. Keep your left hand pressed down into the block or the floor strongly. As you lift your right arm up towards the sky, feel a nice little twist in this low lunge. Take a big breath. Notice your right shoulder, depress it down the back if you feel it's lifting up to your ear. And then untwist, lower your hands down to your blocks or the floor. Just slide your right foot back again to meet your left. Windshield wiper out your knees, your hips. And just step your left foot forward. Same thing on the left leg. Your hands are framing your left foot, lunge into your left leg. If you don't have your blocks, you can bring your hands to your thighs or your hips. Just give yourself a big breath. Notice the sensations. And then hands to your blocks or the floor, press into your left leg as you straighten it. Maybe lift your left toes if that feels better, and fold over your left thigh. Lunge into your left leg. Inhale, lift your chin and chest. Maybe look up to challenge your balance. Exhale, straighten your front leg and fold over it. One last time. Lunge into your front leg and lift chin and chest, shoulders wide. Exhale, straighten and fold. Lunge into your left leg. Both of your hands walk to the inside of your left foot and heel toe your left foot out wide to its wide edge. Sink a little bit deeper into your right thigh. Press your right hand down to the block firmly. Strong right hand to lift your left arm up towards the sky. Twist in this low lunge. Take a few breaths. Lower your left hand down to the block and go ahead and just slide your left knee back to meet your right. Windshield wiper out your knees and your hips. Place those blocks to the top 2 corners of your mat. Set your hands down, tuck your toes, lift your knees, push your hips over your heels, feel that length in your back, and straighten your legs out one at a time. Push your heels down into the ground, give yourself one big breath. Exhale, relax your neck. Come to your tiptoes, bend your knees, and look past your hands, and walk to the top of your mat. As your feet meet your hands, walk your hands up your thighs. Straighten your thighs and your arms. Push your thigh bones back into your hips so you feel length from your tailbone to the crown of your head. Bend your knees and forward fold your body. Round your spine up to a standing position, 1 inch at a time. Let your head be the last thing to lift. Take an inhale as you look forward and roll your shoulders down and back as you exhale. Take a big breath. Let it go. Go ahead and make your way to the top of your mat. Place your hands on your hips or in prayer position at your heart. Shift your weight into your right foot and slide your left foot back about 3 feet behind you, more so on a railroad track rather than a balance beam. Give both of your knees a little micro lunge so you feel some heat in your legs. If you want to build more heat, you can pulse here. If you want it to be a little more gentle, then shorten your stance. I'll meet y'all somewhere in the middle. Keep your chest open, give yourself a few breaths. Now, spin your left heel down onto the ground, straighten your left leg. Lunge into your right knee, open your hips out a little wider, bring your arms to a T. Look past where your right fingertips are pointed. Press into both of your right pinky toes of your heels, of your feet. Lower your left hand down your left thigh, turn your right palm towards the wall behind you, and teapot your torso back over your back leg. Again, press your left pinky toe into the ground to support the weight of your body as it folds over your back thigh. Big breath. And then on your exhale, shift your torso back to neutral, shoulders over hips, arms to a T. And then bring your right elbow to your right thigh. Lift your left arm up and over your left ear. Stretch the left side of your body now. Let's flow with that. Push into your right foot to lift your torso up. And teapot your torso back over your back leg as you high five something behind you. Inhale, transition, shoulders stacked over hips. Exhale, elbow to thigh, lift your left arm up and over. One more time. Inhale, shoulders over hips. Exhale, side bend over your back leg. Inhale, shoulders over hips. Exhale, side bend over your front leg. Stay here. Big breath. As you exhale, spin your torso towards your front foot, the front of the mat. Spin your back heel off the ground, hands to the floor or to your blocks. Slide your right foot back into a plank position. On or off your knees, lower down to your belly. Untuck your toes, strong legs, shoulders are away from the ears. Press into your palms, lift your chin and your chest. Inhale as you back bend. Exhale as your belly reaches the ground again. This time, tuck your toes. Now push yourself up through all fours. Glide your hips up to the sky. Straighten your legs one at a time. Come into that upside down V for one breath. Come to your tiptoes. Bend your knees, look past your hands. Walk to the top of your mat. As your hands meet your feet, walk your hands up your thighs. Lift up halfway. Feel length in the back of your neck and spine. And bend your knees, fold over. Press into your heels, rise up to stand one vertebra at a time. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down as you exhale. Take a breath. Go ahead and shift your weight into your left leg this time. I'm just switching positions so I can stay facing you. Slide your right foot back 2 to 3 feet. Find a nice little lunge intensity that you can breathe easy at for 2 to 3 breaths. Feel the engagement and heat build up in your quads. Take a big breath in. Spin your right heel down to the ground now. Straighten your right leg and press your pinky toe down. Lunge into your left knee and spread your arms out into a T. Look forward past your left fingertips. Take a few breaths. Slide your right hand down your right thigh. Flip your left palm up towards the ceiling, the wall behind you. Teapot your torso over. And then cartwheel your torso up and forward over your front thigh. Left elbow to left thigh. Spin your right arm over your right ear. Let's flow with that. Inhale, lift your torso up. Exhale, side bend over your back leg. Inhale, torso up. Exhale, elbow to thigh, reach your right arm over your right ear. Last time. Inhale, shoulders over hips. Exhale, lean back. Inhale, come up. Exhale, side bend over your front leg. Stay here. Big breath. On your exhale, turn your torso, spin it towards the front of your mat. Spin your back heel down off the ground. Slide your left foot back, lower down to your belly. Untuck your toes. Give yourself a back bend. Inhale. Exhale to your belly. Push your torso up. Keep your knees on the ground. Send your hips over your heels. Touch your forehead to the mat and give yourself some deep breaths. Walk your hands back to your knees to lift your torso. Bring your hands to your heart. Bow down to yourself for a second. Honor your body and your mind. Honor everything that you are because it is perfect. And then I take a moment to honor you. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or evening. Namaste.